So hey guys, today we're gonna be doing a film that's really close to my heart. It's Ayalum Njanum Thammil, and the cinematography is by obviously Jomon T. This is a film that kind of changed the way I looked at films, that changed the way I looked at lighting. We're gonna get into it in depth today, but it's really ahead of its time the way it's shot, and obviously the film itself, it's such a beautiful film. So let's get right into it, guys. Obviously, the cinematography is by our legend Jomon T. What an amazing time for Jomon T. He really proved that there are a lot of new things that can be brought into the cinematography aspect in a film. So this is actually the beginning of the film, and the film is actually split into, you know, like that present situation and obviously the past where he has his uni life and his time at the redemption hospital. So in this sort of scene structure, we're getting really like blue tones. If we look at the colors here, it's like very blue, and you know, it's very interesting how he's used colors. Everything here is quite blue, and all this is actually done through obviously color correction. So you can see here as well, like it's very monotonous, this color structure. It's got like maximum of like two tones of color in here, maybe around here, and this blue, and it's really like lit from top. It's really high key, very dramatic sort of lighting, which I love here. Another aspect of Ayalum Njanum Thammil is the inspiring use of silhouettes in this whole film. So as you can see here, the introduction of Prithviraj itself is just coming in with with a silhouette. There's a lot of silhouettes that's been used in the film. So this is again, you know, coming back to the flashback scenes where they're having their college life. This is very 2012, you know, all this sort of effects, like bringing elements in the front of the camera. I mean they still use it, but it's quite old. There's a lot of flaring happening. That's pretty good, but overall there's a lot more of colors, and he's trying to bring in those, you know, shiny glitters sort of thing to just change the mood of the film from compared to the present situation that's going on, which we discussed earlier. Again, so this, he has closely worked with the art department to sort of bring in a lot of funky elements just to brighten up the frame and just bring in a lot of colors. And obviously look at what they're wearing as well, all that adds up. He's wearing this blue shirt. It's quite saturated, it's quite colorful, and we can see all the colors in frame. It's quite bright as well, the frame, and there's a lot of flare coming in. It's a very interesting way of separating two time periods. Okay, so this is another thing that I wanted to discuss about the lighting aspect of this film. This is an iconic Jomon T. sort of a lighting. I don't know how it is. It is hard lighting, but it still has a bit of softness to it. I think he adds a small, fraction of a diffusion, and shoots the light, points it out a bit farther than usual. It's quite interesting how it comes out on the faces. It's more natural. It's got a distinct look, and also I think he adds a polarizing filter in front of the matte box, which makes it interesting to look at. Like definitely brings out more details in the highlights, and I think that's how he achieves this look. So this is what I was talking about in this redemption hospital, the use of atmospheric lights. I love these shots. You know, I've never seen these kind of use of practical. So as you can see here, these candles, these lamps, very spotted kind of lighting in where areas where you have to, you know, like it's all over the place, but it's good. It's got these small pockets of light in the frame, and it's just beautiful. And obviously it's filled with haze, which just evens out the scene. Otherwise it's just gonna be these portions of the frame is just gonna be like black basically. So it sort of spreads out the light, and that's the whole use of haze and stuff. Okay, so this is one of the most typical, those textbook shots, if you will. Obviously you can see this practical coming out from here. It's got this nice glow to it, nice warm soft light. There's a lot of diffusion in the diffusion as well in this whole overall frame. There's a lot of haze in the frame, and obviously the classic soft diffused backlight. I'll let you see that again. This is really nice backlight here, and it's not sharp, it's just diffused and very precise. Obviously the classic very nice diffused key light is coming in as well. It's beautiful how they've done it. Another aspect I wanted to focus was on framing. Jomon T has really taken us through this journey of Dr. Ravi Tharakan. He has shown us that in those intimate moments, he has put up close-up shots. He's used the right framing for each shot, and I feel like that's a very important thing. No matter how good you light up a shot, if you don't use the right framing or right composition, it just kills the overall mood of the film or mood of the scene. So it's important to highlight that as well. So another factor I wanted to point out was how he uses camera movements in key scenes. So for example, in this scene, his life has come crashing down, and we can see Jomon T use this shot where he's just pushing in slowly in, and obviously, you know, the actor does the rest. Look at that. He pushes in, and what a beauty. I'll show that again. So he's just pushing in slowly in the scene. It's just amazing how they've done it, and everything is registered, and there's this nice hint of just a hint of the flashing light from the background, which is amazing. It's just amazing how they've created this sort of a lighting, and even you can do it if you just look at those core concepts of the scene and overall basics of this lighting structure. So another aspect in camera movements is this scene where he basically became late for his registered marriage, and it's such a high intensity scene. And we saw previously how he used that push-in shot, which was quite slow, but now he's using this nice handheld shot for this really, you know, emotional scene. So as you can see here, he's walking, and the camera just goes with him, and it's just really sad, and we are with that character, we are with Ravi Tharakan, you know, in this scene. And it's just interesting how they've sort of achieved that look. It's just remarkable. This shot, this frame, I remember still this shot, and the song comes in. Nice performances as well from Prithviraj, but like in general, I just love how they've set up these neutral tones in this frame as well. In this shot, the use of colors, everything is so muted, everything is like literally desaturated, just shows how the scene or the mood is set. It's just really sad. Again, you know, a nice rainbow and this nice silhouette shot. Nothing really special going on here, but this is what beauty of the nature can add. You know, the just going into amazing locations can really help you as a filmmaker or a cinematographer. It just really adds to the whole vibe of the film, and I feel like the location is also a character in this film. You know, Munnar is a character in this film, and that really brings a lot of change in him as an individual as well. So they've really shot that location beautifully as well. Again, this is such a pivotal shot in this whole film. Obviously, it's a crazy scene in the film, but this shot is also very, you know, intense when he realizes that you know, the kid he's gonna treat is this guy's daughter. So that's where everything changes, and Jomon T uses this amazing camera movement to sort of push in. So I'm just gonna show that here. So he pushes in from this position to that and ends in here, and it's just crazy how we can feel those emotions, his anger against this man. Again, I'm not gonna spoil a lot. You guys go watch the movie if you guys haven't. I mean, obviously most of you guys have watched it, so it's just intense, this shot, and I just wanted to point that out as well. I also really just wanted to appreciate how amazing you know, Mani's acting is there in this. You know, obviously rest in peace, he was such a great actor. But yeah, I mean, I just wanted to point out, and this performance, this character and his acting in this film has really stuck with me. And when I think about this actor, this is the performance I think of, and I feel like this his acting is really good in this. So yeah, I mean, amazing. So this is one of those shots in the film where, you know, everything is accentuated, everything is more intense. This is the scene after which Dr. Samuel actually goes and lies for you know, or appeals for Dr. Ravi Tharakan, and it's such a emotional scene where they have such a strong bond. And to sort of accentuate and sort of strengthen the scene, you know, there's a lot of color and a lot of saturation given. The warmth is amazing. Compared to those older muted tones from the previous shots, and I felt like that was really interesting. this shot, this is amazing. If you show this shot to anyone, any film lover at least, they will know this film is Ayalum Njanum Thammil. It's such a beautiful shot. It's such an iconic shot. And you know what's the best part about this shot? There is no camera movements, no crazy lighting, nothing. That's how simple it is. If you just have good stories, good performances by actors, your job is way easier. And this is just a proof for that. And it's such a beautiful shot, and it lives in my heart. It's such a special shot in my heart. So, guys, this is the final shot of the film, and it's just amazing. As we spoke earlier, Monar is a character in this film, and they've taken full advantage of the location. It's amazing how they've framed it. They've used this beautiful wide angle lens, and they just finished this shot off. So, that's it for the video, guys. See you next time.